Tanner, do you know what this is? This is a Brussels sprout, the much aligned, much detested veggie. Many people who think of Brussels sprouts and they go, "Ew, I don't like Brussels sprouts." Blah. But you know what? They're wrong. Brussels sprouts can be fantastic. You just got to know how to do them. So here we are today on Todd Teaches Tanner to Cook with Cast Iron. We are going to do cast iron balsamic glaze Brussels sprouts. Let's do it! To make amazing Brussels sprouts, you will need the following items. Brussels sprouts, about a pound. Balsamic vinegar. Your bacon grease. Old Bay seasoning. A medium-sized sweet onion. Some green shaker cheese, even though that's red. And of course, your cast iron skillet. I am using my number 12 Wagner cast iron skillet this time, just because I'm going to make a bunch of Brussels sprouts. Like I said, I got these sprouts at Sprouts. They're whole, they're good shape, they're Brussels sprouts. But we need to trim them. We got to trim them up and we got to cut them. So there's going to be a lot of cutting in this episode, which means I should get my beer first, because knives and beer clearly go together. Look at that, Tanner. That is the Havana Affair from Stone Cloud Brewery. It's a Pilsner. And Haley, note, it is not an IPA. Every beer I drink is not an IPA. Let's try it out. Cheers, buddy. I have learned my lesson in the past, and today I'm wearing an all-white shirt. So before I do anything else, I'm going to apron up. Got to make sure that we keep ourselves clean. We've got our aprons on, and we're ready to rock. So, from our cold oven, we are going to preheat it to 400 degrees. Now, we are going to put our cast iron skillet into the oven to preheat. I put the sprouts into a colander to rinse them off. That's probably good. To trim your sprouts, I'm going to cut the stem off and give it one cut up the middle. Just like that. Also, as you're cutting it, you're going to notice that these little leaves come off. You're going to want to keep those. Those brown up and get crispy and lovely. To your bowl of sprouts, you're going to want to now add your onion. So we're going to chop the ends off. Chop it in half. Peel it back. These two halves, we're going to chop into thirds. And then in half one more time, acrossways. so we get kind of big chunks of onion. These now go in with the Brussels sprouts. I love this stuff. That was about a tablespoon and a half. Toss it all together. I like to break up these onion pieces. Yeah. So they're throughout the whole thing. Doesn't that look lovely? Our pan has got to be hot by now. Let's get it. Woo! That is hot stuff. But no need to turn it on. It's very hot, and it's going right back into the oven. We are going to add a big dollop of bacon grease. That is already starting to melt. Get that pushed around in there. Now, throw your Brussels sprouts and onions into the skillet. Give it a good mix. Again, very difficult to do while looking at a camera. Gotta find a better way to do it. You want it nice and coated on that bacon grease. Get it all mixed through there. Very nice. Back in the oven. We're going to let that cook for 45 minutes. So you're going to turn your temperature down to 200 degrees. And pull the sprouts out, put them on your stovetop. To these lovely veggies, you're going to add about a third of a cup or a quarter of a cup. I don't really measure anything. Your balsamic vinegar and your green/red shaker cheese. Give it a good mix. Ow. That was hot on my toe. And that is going to go back into the oven for 15 minutes. It's been about 15 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and pull those sprouts out of the oven. Boy, don't those look good? And there they are. Look at those sprouts. Let's serve these bad boys up. Take your Brussels sprouts. Get a little bit of the stuff underneath. Give it a good mix. Get that bad boy on the plate. Looky there. Those are perfect as a side for just about any type of protein. We're having our Brussels sprouts tonight with some cast iron ribeye. Delish. And there you have it, Tanner. Balsamic glazed Brussels sprouts. A perfect side for any meal. Delicious and nutritious. If you like what you've seen here, buddy, do me a favor and mash that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And if you'd like to drop us a line, you can send us a comment, a criticism, a recipe, a thought, an idea, a hello, a big virtual hug to our email address. That is kitchentableentertainment@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.